Good evening, everybody, and slash good morning, cause it'll be 12 o'clock my time after a while. Y'all give me a mic check and let me know y'all can hear me. What up, Tina? I see you in the building. Solinum, if I said that right, Solinum laxum. Hopefully, I said that right. Um, Welcome to the show. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. Man, when was the last time I went live? And you calling DJ Just J? Where he at? I don't see him. Where is he? You calling DJ? You saying DJ? Hey DJ Just J? I don't see him. Where do you see him at? Um, I'm gonna go live on my other channel too, just for a little bit. Yeah, get it right, Tina. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Just J, that's my boy though. I fuck with it. That's my boy. But get it right, baby. Get it right. Get it right. So let me go live my main channel real quick. This show gonna be mainly for the backup channel 2.0, but I'm gonna go live on my main channel for a little bit to let people know that I'm doing this live, and hopefully they come over here and join us. So, and I apologize, y'all ain't been live in a minute, but my work schedule just fucking hectic, and it's just kind of hard for me to stream these days. But I got a little time right now. We're gonna stream this, so look like I am live on my backup channel. I mean, excuse me, on the main channel. So let people come in on that. Hey, Indire, what's going on? What's going on with you? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Thunder, what's going on? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Soldier Girl, how you doing? Man, I miss y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Yes, he is. That's my boy. Just J, my boy. I think PB come to me and telling me, I found your channel through him. He be calling your name out over there. You know, that's my dude. I fuck with him. We got a mutual understanding. That's my boy. Might not see the same viewpoints on everything, but hey, our platforms is hey, made different. He got his way of doing the news, and I got my way of doing it. You feel me? So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, and anybody who's on the main channel, I'm over here on. We gonna do the show on Chris Thorne Show 2.0. So hey, Lady Cole Pesci. So y'all come on to the Chris Thorne Show 2.0. But I'm gonna stay here on the main channel for a little while too. So I'm streaming on both channels. So the Chris Thorne Show main channel, y'all gonna get shut down probably next couple of minutes. But I'm just gonna do an introduction what I'm gonna talk about. All right, we'll do an introduction what I'm gonna talk about. But in the meantime, everybody, welcome to. This thing so slow. All right, everybody. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening whenever you're watching my content. I thank y'all for coming through. Y'all in here showing a little love for your boy, even though I ain't been live in a minute, but y'all still here showing love to your boy, all right? So we're gonna get right into it. And after I do the introduction, I'm gonna shut down the Chris Thorne Show main channel. And damn, nobody, I ain't got no moderator, so I'm gonna have to do the link myself. Hold on. Let me go over to the main channel. Hey, Wendy Laws, what's going on? All right, guys, when I shut it down, y'all come over there. That's what I'm going to do the show there, right there. All right, guys, let's get right into it. The young man that you see behind me, his name is Tai'Raz Moore. And I ran into this story today, and it's crazy. This is crazy. The story I have gotten about this young man is he was shot and killed execution style. And from what I read on Crime Online, he was drugged down to the basement and they killed him. Not only that, they killed his dad also. The dad was found in the back of a rental vehicle and it was burnt up. And to make matters even worse, the dad's current girlfriend has also been shot and killed. Now, all the stories I'd have done, I never done one where, except for one, that's dude in Milwaukee. But this is a motherfucker ridiculous. You killed the child, the father, and the girlfriend. And from my understanding, they thinking it got something to do with drugs. I don't know, but if you ask me, it could be a possibility, or it sounded like it was a hit. I don't know. But we're going to get right into it, and later on, I'm going to play y'all the police conference of what they saying about this. So, you know, I'm new to this story. Some of y'all already heard this story, so if anything you want me to put out, please, if I catch you in the chat room, I'll put it out. But look at what they said right here. Oh, shit, I ain't even switch all over. My bad. Let me switch all over. Sorry about that. I want y'all to see the title right here. Killer dragged 6-year-old boy to basement. Fatally shot him execution style. And they did this 3 days ago on Crime Online. Somebody dragged a 6-year-old boy to the basement and fatally shot him. For those of y'all who've been following me for the longest, how many times have I told you when people come after you, if they can't get you, what they gonna come after? The next thing that you love the most. How many times y'all have heard me say that? And here I am doing a story that it actually happened. Here I am doing a story that actually happened. But the sad thing about it, they got the dad too. So it reads as follows. And we're going to get into some news clips. It says, more details have released in the murder of Michigan woman and young boy. The body of 6-year-old Tai'Raz Moore and his father's 28-year-old girlfriend were discovered in the basement of a home near Detroit on Thursday morning. As Crime Online previously reported, authorities believe that both the boy and woman were led down the basement and then shot execution style. Police had gone to the home because the body of Moore's father had been found 11 miles away inside a burning car. His father's body was found 11 miles away inside a burning car. Man, that's crazy. Whew. Local police have asked the FBI to help investigate the deaths, and authorities appear to be looking for more than one suspect. All right. All right, everybody who on the main channel, I'm going to shut down the main channel. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's see, where's the main? This the main channel. And how do I do this shit? Hold on, I'm messing up somewhere, y'all. Hold on, I'm messing up somewhere. Hold on. Give me just a minute. Oh, I think I did it right. Okay. Okay, cool. I think I did it right. All right. So now that's all I'm going to read on there right there. So now y'all get the meat and potato of what's going on with this story. So let's get into the news clip and let's hear what the mother has to say about her child. Let's go.
You took my baby. You took my life.
She hasn't slept and can barely speak after so many tears and gut-wrenching pain. Brittany Thompson's 6-year-old son, Tai'Raz Moore, brutally killed execution style.
How y'all killed him was so disgusting. You have no conscience.
Warren police working with Detroit police calling the act truly evil. Warren police discovering the bodies of Tai'Raz and his father's 28-year-old girlfriend, Isis Rimson, in the basement of their home on Otis Thursday morning.
I pray that you wasn't scared when it happened. I hope you wasn't scared. And I want you to know I'm sorry. I wasn't there to protect you.
Detroit police say just hours before the body of Tai'Raz's father, 31-year-old Tai'Raz Moore, was found in Detroit in the back of a burned-up rental car. The motive, quite possibly narcotics.
If we bring the federal authorities in, we may be asking for the death penalty.
As police aggressively try to hunt down the person or persons responsible, Tai'Raz's family trying to remember him like this and this. They call the little boy, who just turned 6 in July, vibrant, outgoing, curious, and protective of his mom and 3 sisters, and very mature for his age.
I was like, oh my goodness, you gave birth to a man. He just took on that persona, like he was like this little old soul.
Tai'Raz, known to enjoy school, this was his favorite teacher. He also loved animals, singing, and dancing.
Everyone in the community is just heartbroken.
Tai'Raz's mother's last conversation with her little boy, his first loose tooth that he planned to lose the next day.
His tomorrow never came.
Now this family that's barely able to breathe without feeling overwhelming pain, starting a GoFundMe page to give Tai'Raz a proper goodbye and praying his killer or killers are found.
I want you to live for a long time, and I want you to suffer. Death is too easy.
If you have any information on this horrific case, you know what to do. Call police or 1-800-SPEAK-UP. If you'd like to help out Tai'Raz's family, we have a link at fox2detroit.com. I'm Erica Erickson, Fox 2 News.
You know, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, that's gut wrenching and to hear that she said, I guess in a sense she's blaming herself because she wasn't there to protect the young man. As this happened to the young man. I can only imagine, again, losing a child because I don't biologically have one. And what is this damn thing doing? Hold on, y'all. This thing doing something. I don't know what is it doing. I'm trying to get it to do something, but it's doing something weird. I don't know why is it doing this. I'll worry about that later. I can only imagine what anybody go through that felt like that they wasn't there to protect their child from harm, and especially things like this. And, you know, and I guess I can understand in a sense, you know, if I was in their shoes, I probably would have felt the same way too. You know, if I'm not there to protect you from all this that was going on. And the moment that I'm not there, you know, you got something bad like this happen. So I can only imagine what that lady is going through after hearing this. Because I wouldn't wish that on nobody get no fucked up news like that my child was killed and the way he or she was killed. And not only that, the man who, well, of course, me, a female, who I could see with, died in the crosshairs too as well. And over what? Now, here's the question I want to know. How much of the lifestyle did the mama know about him? How much did she know? And did she have a feeling that maybe this was going to happen, or whatever the case may be? I don't know. I don't know. Anybody who knows more about this story, please, holler at your boy. But this is what it says. It said, how you killed him was so disgusting. You had no conscience, she said. Warren police, I work with Detroit police, called the act truly evil. Warren police discovered the bodies of Tai'Raz and his father's 28-year-old girlfriend, Isis Remsen. I think I said that right. Isis Remsen. In the basement of their home on Otis Street Thursday morning. She says to him, and this is sad to me, I don't know how y'all take it, but she said, I pray that you weren't scared when this happened. I hope he wasn't scared when this happened. And I want you to know that I want you to know that I'm sorry that I wasn't there to protect you. She hoped he wasn't scared. y'all, I promise y'all, you know, it's hard doing this shit. It is. It's hard doing these stories, man, and especially when this happened to good parents, parents who are good parents to these children. It's hard to do these stories. I don't know this woman. I don't know if she's a saint or whatnot. But her words are touching me. It's piercing me. It is. But I gotta do it. So let me get on with it. It says Detroit police say just hours before the body of his father, 31-year-old Tukoyo, if I say that right, Tukoyo, Moore was found in Detroit in the back of a burnt up rental car. His daddy was found in the back of a burnt up rental car. And they say the motive was quite possibly narcotics. How many of y'all think it has something to do with drugs? How many of y'all think it got something to do with drugs? Because the way the story is going now, it sounds like it is, and it's possibly, well, ain't no possibly, of course, this is hit. This is mob shit to me. You ask me, you doing all this. This is mob shit. This was a hit. This sounds like a fucking contract. And something was owed, possibly. Something was owed. May not have been narcotics. Maybe it was money. Because I do believe in loan sharks. And if you don't get their money back in time, they get their money or they take your life. You got this chain for one. Or it could be both, narcotics and money. And there was a contract put out on that man's head. But why the child, though? But then again, why am I asking that question? They leaving no witnesses. That's what it is. No witnesses. Damn. The authorities say if we bring the federal authorities in, we may be asking for the death penalty, said Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer. Dyer? D-W-Y-E-R. However you say this shit. As police aggressively try to hunt down a person or persons responsible, Tai'Raz's family called the little boy who just turned 6. He just turned 6-year-old in July. This young man just turned 6. He was vibrant, outgoing, curious, and protective of his mom and 3 sisters, and very mature for his age. And she was like, I was like, oh my goodness, you gave birth to a man, said Marie Thompson, his grandmother. He just took on a persona like he was this little old soul. Tai'Raz enjoyed school, had a favorite teacher, and also loved animals, singing, and dancing. Look at that handsome man right here. Y'all probably can't see that right there. This is a handsome man. This is fucking sad. Fucking sad, man. My voice cracking and shit. It's fucking sad, man. Everyone in the community is just heartbroken, said Marie. Tai'Raz's mother last conversation with her little boy, his first loose tooth that he planned to lose the next day. His tomorrow never came. Do y'all know how fucked up and sad that sounds that this young man tomorrow never came? And what a lot of us always say, tomorrow is never what? Tomorrow is never promised. But he probably too young to understand that. But the words exactly down here say his tomorrow never came. Never came. Now, this family that's barely able to breathe without feeling overwhelming pain has started a GoFundMe to give Tai'Raz a proper goodbye and praying his killer or killers are found. I want you to live a long time, and I want you to suffer, Brittany said in a message to whoever is responsible. Death is too easy. If you have any information on this case, call Warren Police, or to remain anonymous, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Let me check out this GoFundMe real quick. They had a $10,000 goal, and they had raised $29,120. All right. If y'all want to go for me, I'll put it in the chat room for you if you want to go for me. As a matter of fact, all right, anybody go for me, you could go there. This is sad, man. It's so sad. All right, let me continue. So let me pull up this let's see the police conference. Let's see what they got to say about everything.
Okay, good morning. Let me make some introductions first, starting with Commander Eric Decker, Detroit Police Department Major Crimes. Commander. Also, Commander, or I should say Captain Derek May, Detroit Police Department Homicide. Assistant Commissioner, I could say, Robert Ahrens, Sergeant Greg Booten, Sergeant Dan Bozak, and Lieutenant John Barnes. So with that, let me just kind of update you the best we can. We'll tell you where we're at in the investigation and respond to any questions that you have. So, again, as you know, there was a execution-style double homicide yesterday in the 2100 block of Otis in the city of Warren. At about 10 a.m. on Thursday, yesterday, DPD asked us to make a welfare check. Officers found a 6-year-old male and a 28-year-old female in the basement of the single home dwelling. Both victims suffered gunshot wounds to the head. The Warren Police Department are working again with the Detroit Police Homicide Division. The execution-style killing of the 6-year-old boy is truly evil, unthinkable, and senseless, and shows no regard for life. Only monsters or godless creatures would pull the trigger on a 6-year-old and execute a child. The 6-year-old victim is the son of Mr. Moore, 31, who was found dead in a burned-out car in Hines Park in Detroit, Hines Park Drive. So here's the update as far as where we're at with the investigation. We executed a search warrant on the premises, and we did recover some evidence. We are continuing to search the home, focusing on physical evidence and trace evidence. The neighborhood was canvassed, and video was recovered from various locations. We are continuing to recover video and witness information. Detectives will attend the autopsies of both victims, I believe, today. We will have all evidence forensically examined for potential suspect identification. We have a partnership cooperation, as you know now, with the Detroit Police Department. We are interviewing families, members, friends, and known associates of the victims. The Detroit Police Department is processing the car and scene in Detroit, and we are also planning on including federal law enforcement to assist us in the investigation. So at this time right now, the Warren Police Department has 2 squads of detectives working around the clock on the investigation. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the commander. Commander, would you?
Commissioner Dwyer put everything out there that we would also. About 2 o'clock yesterday morning, Detroit responded to a vehicle fire. There's decedent in the backseat. Our homicide team responded out to that location, tentatively identified that subject, the victim, and then which led them to Warren to attempt to make notification. Found the door of that house on Otis open. Subsequently called the Warren Police Department when they did a well-being check. Just as Commissioner Dwyer said, horrendous. We have a very young child, a female, killed there. Definitely connected to our investigation. We asked the public, anybody that knows anything, certainly contact us, Detroit Homicide, or...
He said they was doing an awareness check. So here's my question. Who called to make the awareness check? So that means somebody must have been calling, trying to get in contact with somebody. They couldn't get in contact with nobody, and they called the police for awareness check. So I wonder who called and made that call to get the awareness check done over to their place.
Warren Police Department. You know, it's a horrific murder. Definitely need our help from everybody out there to close it and bring these people to justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander. Yeah, I think it's very important to note that the partnership that we've established in this investigation with the Detroit Police Department obviously is very important. And if we bring the federal authorities in, we may be asking for the death penalty for the person or persons responsible. We may go federal. I'm not saying we are at this point, but as the commander pointed out too, we're asking for information. I believe that through our investigation, we're going to be able to obtain more evidence, which will lead us to the persons that are responsible for these type of homicides, the 2 homicides. So with that, is there anything from yourself, John, or the Sergeant? So we'll open it up for questions.
Commissioner, can you reveal the names of the 2 victims in Warren and the name of the victim in Detroit, please?
The question was asked, could you name the victims? And I didn't hear what else she said. And their response to that is?
We want to at this point.
Not at this point.
No. Maybe later today or tomorrow. Let me just note too that on the video that we recovered, we'll be releasing some of that video hopefully later this afternoon if possible.
Oh, there's video recovered. Okay.
To the media.
And parties involved? Can you just make sure that we're clear on the relationship between everybody?
The 6-year-old was the son of the victim that was found murdered in Detroit. The female victim that was found is the girlfriend of the victim that was found in Detroit.
And this was at their home in Detroit where the two were found, the boy and the woman? This was at the...
That's right, in Warren.
They all lived
In Warren,
there at that home?
right, I noticed.
Do we know what the motive is for all of this?
She asked her, do you know what the motive is? And their response to that is?
It would only be speculation at this time. It's been speculated that it could be drug related, and that's a good possibility.
Commissioner, can you share, I had not seen the story detailed yesterday, where the video may have come from that you're thinking of releasing?
This person asked him, can you share where the video come from? I would like to know that too. Where did the video come from? How did y'all get it? And I didn't hear what he said behind it, but let's listen to the response.
Well, we've been working on, we've got a lot of video that we obtained yesterday from various locations in the neighborhood. And the detectives, a team of detectives, reviewed that video all last night, and they're continuing to review that video. But just majority was, I say the majority, not all of it, was found in the neighborhood.
Do you think you got images of suspect vehicle, or anything you can share?
Do you think you had images of suspects or suspect vehicles? This was the next person asked him, and the question is, it's kind of low on my end. That's why I'm stopping and saying what they asking, because I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. But the question was asked, do you have images of the suspect or their vehicles, things like that?
We hope so. We haven't concluded our review of all the videos at this point, but we're fairly optimistic that that video that we have in our possession will pinpoint and provide us with some excellent information as far as the persons responsible.
Questions for the commander. We understand that the man who was found in a burned vehicle, that vehicle was from Massachusetts, or at least the plates were, rental. What should we make of that?
Okay, y'all should have heard that question because he was loud. So y'all should have heard that one. But if y'all didn't hear, he said the vehicle was registered to Massachusetts, and for what was told, what was said, what do they make of that? That's what the vehicle was registered by Heather. And of course, their response to that is?
I mean, it's kind of a crazy question. It's a rental vehicle. We brought it back to the victim, identified that victim through that rental vehicle, some prior contact with that vehicle, which led us to Warren to attempt to identify that person or to get family contact to, further our investigation in Detroit.
Is there anything at this point to lead you to believe that the man was killed in Warren and not in Detroit, or do you believe he was killed in Detroit at that scene?
Still very early in the investigation. Something we're, of course, all looking into, exactly the chain of events, the timing, where he was killed at. Certainly important to the investigation. Again, we want to thank Warren. We want to thank our federal partners. We're all police officers. We've all worked together many times. I know most of the people standing behind me and worked with them in the past. We have a great cooperation, and that's what it takes to solve horrific crime like this.
Do we know what the cause of death was for the man who was found in the vehicle at this point?
Yes, we do. It is a confirmed gunshot.
Okay, and was it a gunshot wound to the head like the other two victims? Or?
So I guess she asked him about was there a gunshot, and he confirmed it's a gunshot, and then she turned around and asked him, was it to the head or whatever the case may be, and let's see what he say.
Or are you able to say?
Not able to say at this time, but it is confirmed that it was death by gunshot.
Was the car rented here or in Massachusetts?
I don't know at this time. It's a rental car.
Was the car rented here in Massachusetts? Not sure why you're asking that, but hey.
How old is the Detroit victim?
I don't have his date of birth in
31.
31.
And do you know if the young boy who was at the house, if he's a student at one of the schools around here, Commissioner? Have you had any
I'm not aware. I don't know if the investigators have any information.
It was asked about the young man about some school he go to or something like that. You know, not sure what's that about, but that's the question that was asked.
We're not aware. We don't have that information this morning.
So you're still not clear if the murder of the gentleman.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
Was in Detroit at this point.
That is correct, ma'am. We don't have the entire chain of events, and certainly through our investigation, we will look at all those factors.
Okay, and that was a burned car, correct?
It was burned after the event, yes, ma'am.
Was the victim Warren tortured before they were killed?
Pardon me?
Were they tortured before they were killed? Or
Good question. Good
Well,
question. Now, I don't know what difference it made, but she asked him, was they tortured before they was killed? I kind of want to know that myself.
I don't know how that rumor got out. I can't confirm that. But I heard that somebody had made that statement yesterday. It did not come from law enforcement. So I don't know where it came from.
Is it true though? Do we know, or can you confirm?
No, I can't confirm that.
Is there an indication the victims knew their assailant?
It's possible.
Was there a sign of break-in or at the home?
No.
Let me ask y'all this. Can y'all still hear me? Is it buffering? Why is it buffering? Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Am I still up? 'Cause I'm seeing buffering. Am I still up? Okay then. It look like I don't know what it is about, but it look like I was buffering. But let me ask y'all this: how many of y'all agree with this statement that I'm finna make? I want y'all to listen to what they just said. The lady said, okay, apparently a rumor went around that they was tortured before they was killed. He said that he heard that too, but it didn't come from them. He don't know how they got out. So let me ask y'all this and tell me if y'all agree. Whoever started their rumor, 9 times out of 10 people who start rumors like that, they be the one who has something to do with it. How many of y'all agree with that? People who start rumors like that, don't nobody else know nothing about the shit. But people who start rumors like that, or whoever said that, more than likely may have something to do with it. How many of y'all agree with me when I say that? Because if don't nobody else knew nothing about that, and even the police didn't know nothing about that, how did you know? And what led you to start that rumor? Hey, Brooke. Right, Nancy, from the streets. From the streets. So meaning the streets knew what was up. And somebody knew what was up. Somebody knew what was going to happen. And somebody may have been there while everything happened. That's why that rumor got out. So it sounds like to me somebody's already slick snitching. And they better be careful because they're going to be next. If that is true. But still, they get murked for even starting their lie.
So you said they were found in, did you say the basement? Is that
The basement.
right? Do we know if that's actually where the shootings occurred, or did it occur somewhere else in the house and they were put in the basement?
Now she asked me, was any shooting heard? And something about this, somebody knows something about them going in the basement. I can't catch everything she's saying, but his response is?
It appears that it took place in the basement.
Pardon me if this has been mentioned, but did you have the time of death?
We got the call for the welfare check at around 10 a.m. So we're...
But from who? Who did y'all get their welfare call from? That's what I want to know. You got it at 10 a.m. Who called y'all? And for some reason, back in my mind, I'm thinking one of the killers did. I'm just sorry, because you got sick, twisted motherfuckers like that. They did the deed, then call police, say, hey, I'm doing an awareness check. Because now family members came out yesterday, they called and did a witness check. So could it be a possibility that one of the killers did the witness check because they want to send a message out, like one of y'all said in the chat room earlier. They were sending a message.
Not really sure anywhere. We don't have a timetable. It was probably sometime between possibly 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. That's the best at this point we know.
Do you have anything from neighbors, nearby people that might have heard anything?
Anything from neighbors or nearby people might have heard anything? That's a good question. And what their response to that is?
Yes, but I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Okay, so he said yes. Some people say they did hear something.
You mentioned possibly drug related. Can you share any elements as to why that's a possibility or why you think that's on the table?
Not at this point. I mean, this is.
He asked them, why do y'all say, there's a possibility of drug related?
Early in the investigation, and all I can say, and I did say that we suspect strongly that narcotics was involved as far as the reason for the homicides.
Do we know how many suspects are involved? If you guys think it's one individual or more than one at this point?
She asked them, do they have an idea how many suspects may be involved? Was it one or was it more individuals? And what did he say?
We do know, but we're not going to acknowledge that this morning.
Oh, they do know. Okay.
Commissioner, you mentioned possibly having the feds prosecute the case. Why not, it happened in Michigan, why not just prosecute it under Michigan law?
Because we want the death penalty. When you murder a 6-year-old innocent baby, person or persons responsible deserve the death penalty.
How many of y'all agree with that?
Have the feds agreed to take over the case?
We just initially communicated with them and the U.S. Attorney.
What would warrant it being a federal investigation?
Well, it's a federal law as far as a witness to a crime or a homicide. So we appreciate you being here. We'll keep you updated the best we can as things progress. If we receive more information later today, if there's some video that we can release later today, we'll notify all of you to come over, and we'll probably get it to you one way or the other, okay?
Can I ask about that very last remark, the witness aspect? Is the thought that the people killed in Warren might have been witnesses to another crime?
I made a statement, and that's all I want to say about it. So.
I can tell that this case is really bothering you. Just talk about what it's like to be you and have to respond to such a scene.
Well, it's obviously very difficult for those officers that had to process that scene, the evidence text. It's protocol that by the regulations that we're guided by under myself here in Warren or the Detroit Police Department, that you don't want to expose every officer to seeing such a ferocious, just a terrible scene. And we have a
Brooke, I think this happened Sunday or Saturday, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was either Sunday or Saturday.
On this program that for those officers.
And Indy Ray, you still in the chat room? Let me see you.
Officers that need some counseling, and there will be counseling for those officers that were involved yesterday in the processing of the crime scene.
And can we just get the correct titles and spellings for the two from folks from Detroit so we have that correct, please?
Sure. I'm Commander Eric Decker, D-E-C-K-E-R, D as in David. I'm the commander of major crimes for Detroit.
Is it E-R-I-C?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
What was your first name?
Eric.
Thank you.
And I am Captain Derek May, D-E-R-R-I-C-K, last name May, M-A-Y-E, Captain of Homicide, Detroit.
Thank you.
Commissioner, I may have missed it, the age of the female victim?
The female victim was 28, and the boy was 6 years old.
And to be clear, all three of them lived at the home in Detroit, so they're all technically Warren residents? The boyfriend, the girlfriend, and the
I believe so, is that correct?
Here's what they all lived in Warren.
They all lived in Warren.
They all lived in Warren?
Yes.
Which seat was the victim in the car in the car? Was he in the front or the back seat? The driver's seat even?
She asked what seat was he in, I guess, when this happened.
We're not going to disclose that information at this time.
Are you able to clarify, since it was brought up about out-of-state plates, as to who have, was the vehicle something that the victim used, or do we know if it was not connected to the victim?
Again, we're not going to release all the specifics. Certainly something that we're looking at, who rented that vehicle, all the particulars are there.
Saying it was the victim's vehicle and driven there and burned, right? It's not like the victim-
I'm sorry, I didn't
it's not like
understand the
victim was
question.
Using the vehicle prior to?
One more time, sir.
I'm sorry. It
Could be
sounded like
lights.
it was the victim's vehicle. The victim had been using that vehicle and it was driven there and burned. You don't know who had the vehicle at this time, or at least it is not connected to the victim. It wasn't his rental, perhaps.
It is connected to the victim. That's how we tentatively identified our victim in Detroit, and further in that investigation led us to Warren.
Thank you.
Chief, this is one of those crimes that hits you in the eye, but this is very, it seems like a personal crime. Like somebody that knew.
Well, it's very horrific as far as the crime.
He just said the same thing I said. He said, listen, this sound like somebody knew this was planned. And like I said, could be narcotics, could be money, could be a hit, or could be all three.
Crime itself, I mean,
The crime itself, it seems like it's obviously somebody that knew somebody, and it's very personal to the person that killed them. When you have crimes, when you have two people that were executed, or three people that were pretty much executed, it's more of a personal incident.
well, all I can say is that there are people out there that's going to see the broadcast that all of you have out there, that they have the information. There are people that we know should come forward and provide us with the information to arrest the persons responsible. And I would plead with those people that have that information, either contact the Detroit Police Department's Homicide Division or the Warren Police Department. And let's remember that 6-year-old baby that was murdered senselessly. And let's bring justice to the family. And I plead with those people that are out there that know who the killers are to come forward. So with that, thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the police conference, and unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff they can't disclose right now. But there's some stuff they know, but they just can't say for sure right now. I think the people asked some very good questions. Some questions I know, but the main thing I want to know right now is who made the welfare check. That's what I want to know, and what made them make the welfare check. I want to know that. All right. And of course, we all want to know what was the motive behind all of this. Is it narcotics like they think it is, or was it money owed, or was it just straight up hit, or what it was, And I also want to ask this question too. How much did the mom may have or may have not known what he was dibbing and dabbing in? Because I say this, you got children and you live in this style, you bringing drugs and all this stuff. I said this plenty of time before. I don't know why people bring that home where their children lay their head at, because shit like this can happen. I've said this plenty of times in my streams. Why would you want to bring that home to where your child lay their head at? Knowing the consequences that can come behind it when you make one wrong move. And that move can cost something like this. I never understood it. I guess it's something I would never understand. Me personally, I don't think I want to bring something home like that where my children laying their head at. If they were staying with the mom, then yeah, I'd probably do it all day. But if my child is there, they're just something I just don't want to bring nothing home, knowing that he or she is there. Amen. And knowing what can happen when I fuck up and mess up. All right? So I didn't understand why people do that. But everybody different. Everybody don't think like me. So I don't know. I don't know. Indy, you say you still here? I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Or is that pretty much it? Let me see if I'm missing anything else. I don't think I am, because I pretty much just heard everything right there. Hold on, I'm reading something real quick. Do I need to bring this up? Oh, this ain't nothing. Ain't nothing to bring up. All right, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it there right there until some more updates come up. And I will come back to y'all with more updates, whether it's a live stream or just a regular video. I will keep on this case, and Andy Ray, or Tonda, whichever one of y'all, or both of y'all, or whoever, I would like for y'all to keep me posted on this case, because this is sad what happened to this young man. All right? Very sad what happened to this young man. And it's very hard to cover stories like these, especially when something like this happened, execution style. It's very hard to cover these stories. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. That's all I got for y'all right now. And we're going to keep up with this story, and we hopefully we can seek justice for this young man. Your man, Chris Thorne, say thank you for watching. Peace.